Record on my computer. Happy, like what day is it? Happy Monday. It's Monday. I almost said Wednesday. Also, did anyone see that the January calendar had the year 2020 on it? And I did not know until I went to go recreate, like make February's calendar and use that template. I'm like, I definitely put 2020. Living in the past, Jessica. Okay, so first things first, I want to go over the calendar for February. I just posted it. I actually posted 2 calendars. You'll see one is Valentine, and so I created that one. And the other one is way more boring, but it has more information, and it's Beachbodies. And I wanted you to have both because theirs has some other information on it that I didn't think was quite, it's so hard to fit everything on one on one spread. So let me go ahead and pull that up really quick, and I'm gonna share my screen with you guys so that you can see it. And I just want to go over a few things. Okay, so in case you need to find it, this is our Facebook group, Health Patriot Business Collaboration. If you are looking for calendars or certain types of pictures, always go to our, why is it not pulling up here? Let's go to media. Under media, there should be an albums photo, and it's, oh, there we go. It's different on your phone and your computer always. But I'm starting an album with all of the calendars, so they're all in one spot, so you know where to find them to make it easier. You can print these. You can, like if you need, everything I create is always on Canva. So if you need an editable template of something, or if you want a PDF version so you can print it out easier, just please tell me and I will send that over to you. But here is our calendar for February. A couple things I wanted to highlight. First of all, if you don't have a planner, please get one. If it's this, like if it's hard copy or if it's in your phone, when it comes to building a business, even if you're in the very beginning, having some sort of structure is really helpful. And for those of you who are going through or have gone through our New Coach University, Sarah Holland did an amazing job on that module of learning how to have business boundaries and schedule out your business hours and that kind of stuff. So I'm trying. I am not the best. One of my biggest weaknesses is giving everybody enough time and forethought into what's coming so that you can plan it out. And Beachbody is also not great at that. So I'm trying to pull all this stuff going on together, and so that you can plan for your month, right? So you can plan on what am I scheduling, what am I inviting to, what's going on. So again, a couple things to highlight. First of all of our team call topics are scheduled right here. They're always the same link. They're always the same time. And I'm going to try to get better about creating events quicker than the night before or the morning of in our Facebook group, so you guys can have that reminder. Next week is going to be really awesome because I have a guest speaker. We haven't had a guest speaker in a while. And after speaking with a few of you, I know that for some of you, the fear of rejection or the fear of inadequacies or the imposter syndrome is what's holding you back. It's what's holding you back from taking yourself and your business seriously. It's what's holding you back from posting on social media or sending out invites or following up. It's that fear factor of, what if people think I'm annoying? What if they reject me? What if they think I'm a fraud? What if they think I'm just trying to sell to them? What if, fill in the blank for yourself. So I found another coach she's a 9-star diamond coach, multiple time elite, very successful. However, most of her success has been like in the last year or two, even though, man, I don't have her bio in front of me, but even though she signed up quite a while ago and she almost quit, she stayed stagnant at Emerald for a very long time because of these fears. So she's going to share with us how she overcame them and what you guys are going to be able to ask her any questions, but really what shifted for her, and going from almost quitting, being stuck at Emerald, stuck at this, and not growing her business, to being exponentially successful, and how she's creating that duplication in her team. So that's next week. I'm very excited about it. Bring questions. It's going to be awesome. The next week, I'm going to be talking about 5-star diamond vision. And even though a lot of coaches on our team are brand new and have no idea what this means, I want to kind of break down why. Let me back up. Who would want to build a 5-star diamond team, why you would want to, what that means, and how to do it. So I think that this is going to be really, really powerful because many people are building towards diamond. But I want you to see the bigger picture as to why, and why you helping other people be successful in the business side is really powerful. In so many ways. So that's going to be our second call of the month of February. The third call is always going to be a business question and answer time. So that's open for you to, if you have any questions or things that you need extra support in, bring them to that call so that you can ask and I can answer, and everybody can learn because everybody learns from each other's questions. And then lastly, we're going to do some kind of similar to what we're doing today, a prep call for the next month. What are we inviting to? Let's talk about what's going on. What are the promotions? So on and so forth. So those are the team calls. And then I have coach business webinars scheduled in 3 times this month. If you want to help lead one of those, please let me know. Please reach out to me and let me know. You can co-lead with your coach. You can co-lead with me. You can do it by yourself. But I want to make sure that as a team, we have those scheduled in. So if you have someone who's interested in coaching, you can invite them to that and say, hey, on Saturday at 8 a.m., you can join this free webinar and you can learn more about it. The cool part is that it's going to be right after a workout. I was thinking it might be fun on Saturdays this month to do themed workouts. So if you guys have any ideas of like, hey, let's do a red, white, and blue workout. Everyone wears red, white, and blue for our workout. And then, something like that, or an 80s workout or a Valentine's workout. I don't know how you do that necessarily, but if anyone has fun ideas or you want to do like mimosas and I don't know, muscle building or something. The beauty of this job is that we can be as creative as you want. You can do a workout in the park and invite people to try Energize or like a shake and share. You can do anything that you want. And I would love if you have some ideas that you want to bring to the team, please do. Please let me know and we'll add it to our calendar. That's about it. Oh, no, it's not about it. Over here are some highlights. So like several of us have in our bod groups, the theme is going to be heart health and self-care. That's something you can invite to for the entire month. And if you are doing something different, that's totally fine. You don't have to do this. I just know the one I'm running, and I'm pretty sure the one Jamie and Amy are running are from the Coach Collaboration page content, their content theme for the month. And it has to do with heart health and self-care. So I think it's an awesome topic you can continuously invite to. We have another round of our New Coach University starting February 21st. That's the third week in February. So if you have some challengers that are kicking butt and you're like, hey, you would be really good at this coaching thing. You're already doing what a coach does. Do you have any friends who might want to do it? Invite them. And they can learn about the business. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to know everything. You just invite them to be a part of it. And then lastly, check out the promotions that are happening. I put here what the FAQs are. If you don't know, if you Google Beachbody FAQ, my eyes are broken right now. Whatever that says, 8423. Oh my gosh. It will pop up on the Google. You can also look in your coach office under there's a support and FAQs. You'll see there's a search bar. You can look up the number and it will give you all the details of each of these promotions. All of us, by tomorrow, will be receiving a personalized promo code. Beachbody's never done this before, and I'm so excited about it. A personalized promo code. You're going to have one promo code. That's it, just one to give to anyone. You could give it to 100 people, that same promo code. Before, they've done several different like you get 3 promo codes and it's just a pain in the butt. I'll be honest. You're going to get one promo code for $20 off any total solution pack. that is more than 140, which most of them are. That means our Shakeology Essentials Total Solution Pack, normally $159.95, is only $139.95. And they're going to get a year of Beachbody On Demand, 30 days free of body, their first month of Shakeology, lifetime access to the nutrition programs, your coaching, and access to our groups for only $139, which is insane. That's like, it's insane for what you get. Do the math and get creative with how you can market this. Shakeology retail is $129. Buy a bag of Shakeology, get lifetime access to my nutrition programs and a year of workouts for $10. That's a way that you can market it, right? Buy Shakeology, get this for $10. That's huge value. So much of marketing is how do you help people understand it in a way that is attractive, I guess, to them, for lack of a better word. And then say, contact me for my promo code. We have a huge deal going on all of February. Another idea for those of you who have done or who want to do the Ultimate Reset. I have a group that's finishing up, and people are finishing up week 1, and they are getting just such amazing results. People who have had plateaus for a very long time, felt very discouraged, have really bad habits, and didn't know, like, the whole just like, let's just start working out wasn't a big enough shift for them to stick with. They are doing incredible. My grandparents are doing it together, and I'm so proud of them. I have an aunt that's doing it. So with this promo code, Ultimate Reset is one of our most powerful life-changing programs when people commit to it 100%. It's also one of the higher priced total solution packs because it has so much supplementation wise. So this is a perfect opportunity to use your $20 off promo code and focus on nutrition. That could be an option for your clients, is that you have maybe more fitness focused one with the total solution pack with focusing on Beachbody On Demand and body. And then you have a nutrition focused one that's Shakeology and a cleanse. And you let your clients decide. They get $20 off either way they go. Again, this is your business, so you get to market this however you want. I just wanted to kind of show you how you can create options. Maybe you have 3 ways to work with me this month, this, and this. One of those options could be learn about how to start a business from home in the health and fitness area. That could be a way people could work with you, and then you invite them to our new Coach University. Also, there's a self-love sale, which is kind of hidden in things. It's an interesting one, but Beachbody is doing on the chocolate cherry almond beach bars alone. 1 box is 20% off, and only the mixed berry energized packets, only that flavor and that form is 20% off as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know about those things, just to kind of have in your head when you're talking to people, and maybe people really struggle with snacking or chocolate cravings. I don't know why the baby's screaming. Hey, try these. These bars are on sale. I think you'll love them. I tell people I can still carry them everywhere in my purse, and it's super helpful. But they're on sale. And if they try them and they love them, then maybe you have a new subscriber for a new product, right? And it's serving them and helping them live healthier lives. Any questions about any of this before we move on? If not, I will move on. Okay, moving on. I'm trying to think, has everyone in our new Coach University seen this, watched the video I did on 5 reasons we're different? Let me see, has anyone not? Okay, Tammy hasn't yet. Danica and Sarah, you guys have not, or you have? Sorry, I asked it both ways and then it was very confusing. Raise your hand if you have not. Okay, perfect. Okay, good.
I watched it.
Okay, cool. If you have, I think this is going to be really great repetition. And I want you to ask questions either way. Okay. Let me put this in presentation mode because it's much easier to see everything. Hold on a second. So this is a topic that I'm very passionate about. What did I do here? I don't know what that is. Is there like a board, like a drawing board? Do you guys see that? Green mark? Yep, that's weird. I have no idea how that happened, but I'm like, where are my options? Annotate. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, sorry. Let me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Diving in. So one of the top reasons why people struggle with confidence in inviting, in marketing, in the why fear will seep in. And I'll just speak from my own experience. Most of you know my background as a registered nurse, certified holistic health coach. I've worked with so many different practitioners over over a decade. I used to sell health programs that were priced between $1,500 and $5,000, and they worked really well. So when I joined Beachbody, I had a fear of people are going to, like, my credibility will be diluted because I'm joining a network marketing company named Beachbody. At surface level, I was like, there's no way that I'm being a part of this coaching thing. My ego got in the way. I am way beyond that. Come on, there's no way their standards could be high enough. Then I learned about our total solution approach, and it wasn't called that, it wasn't marketed that before like it is now. But in my head, I saw the things that people were struggling with that I was helping clients with to address the foundation of their health, which was exercising consistently and finding a healthy way that was sustainable, that wasn't super intense to where it was causing injury or draining for women, especially draining their hormones. Like, I used to do CrossFit, and I see a lot of, not that that's a bad thing, but I saw a lot of stressed out women whose hormones and gut health was a mess because it was too vigorous for them at that point in their health, right? So a fitness approach that was sustainable, that would bring joy, that moms could do with newborn babies at home. So we had that. And then I saw the nutrition approach, which has evolved so much in 6 years, but I saw that it was simple. It wasn't a diet. At the time, we only had the containers, but I liked that it taught people portion control and how to grocery shop and how to read ingredient labels. Those were the things that I was doing on my own. And it really did get people results, and they followed it. I liked that. I liked all the healthy recipes, that they weren't promoting sugar-free, fat-free type of things, that it was whole foods based. They were doing more education about nutrition. And then supplementation. Shakeology really humbled me. I realized when I read the back of the ingredient label that, wow, I'm actually buying these adaptogens separately. I'm actually buying these probiotics and prebiotics and digestive enzymes all separately. I have a super green blend that I'm doing separately. Here's an immune boosting antioxidant blend that I'm doing separately. Here is my Vega protein that I'm doing separately, and adding all of that up together, it was costing me between $300 and $400 a month. And that's all in Shakeology, with no artificial anything, no additives, no fillers, no binders, and the quality control, now we know it's tested 1,900 times from start to finish to make sure that their potency and purity of the superfoods are intact. That definitely doesn't exist. That's not common. And our price for that's $97 for a month versus $300. Wow, I actually really like that. This is my thought process. And then I started learning more about coaching and heard about personal development. And my first reaction was, no, I don't need this. I am developed. In hindsight, I feel like I did not realize I was kind of an arrogant person. Like I am, I've personally developed enough through the hardship that I've been through. I don't think that I need that. Boy, was I wrong. Did I? And I've learned so much since that our healthy habits, our mental agility in life is everything. It's everything. It's determines why we wake up in the morning to spend time with Jesus and exercise versus sleep in and feel discouraged. It determines whether we eat a whole pizza or we decide to reach for the broccoli. It determines everything, our mindset. And we integrate that into our platform and what we're doing. And then there is the community. And I met some of you, and I met the beautiful women in these pictures. And I met other friends that are my coach, Liz, who is a stranger when I first started, is now one of my most treasured, close growth friends that I have in my life. That's all because of Beachbody. And our all comprehensive approach is unlike anything else that you will find out there. When you understand that, your confidence will skyrocket as to the value for the small amount of money that people pay. And if you haven't experienced that yet, you will. I promise, if you dive in, if you dig in. So we are going to go through just a couple slides and statistics that I put together on the price differences. Let me make sure that this is. When I pull the chat box up, do you guys see it on the screen share? No? Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. So really quickly, let's make these smaller. What you need to know, understand, and believe for yourself. Number one, why it's imperative you share this gift with your circle of influence as soon as possible. That's my goal for you to feel that urgency. I have to share this with everybody. What happens when you get an incredible massage that makes your back spasms that you've been struggling with for months go away? You want to share it with everyone. My mom has been in awful shoulder pain to where she can't chop apples, like really bad, for months, like 6 months. We just found a chiropractor and soft tissue therapist who has completely restored in 3 appointments for range of motion in her shoulder. You better believe that she's on the phone and she's sharing it on Facebook with everyone, not because she benefits in any way, but because she feels that this could change people's lives. It's saving her from surgery. That is the kind of urgency that we should have, that, oh my gosh, you guys have to try this. You have to try this. I want you to join me, but even if you didn't, you have to try this, right? It's how I feel about coaching. Even if the coaching business side, if it ever disappeared, which it won't, but if it ever did, hypothetically speaking, I would still do what we're doing because I love it. And it makes me a better version of myself. And I see the generational impact it's having in other people. Okay, number 2, why the Beachbody platform is a unique, affordable, and effective approach to foundational health. Number 3, why the team you're now a part of is awesome, because we are. And number 4, why you and what you have to offer is different than what other people have tried before and life-changing for the right person. And this is what I'm excited that we're going to hear more of next week on next week's call, is overcoming that imposter syndrome, overcoming that, why would anyone want to join me? They should just go join Jessica. They should just go join Jamie or Sarah because they've been doing it. I don't know anything. That is not true. That is not true. I have a circle of influence that is unique to me. I have a passion that's unique to me. I am like very, very unique. In fact, people have left my team, which is totally fine, because I talk about God too much, and that made them feel uncomfortable. And that's okay. I want them to be successful. And I need to be true to who I am, right? And you need to be true to who you are and what your story is and what your passions are. And then you're going to attract those people that align with that. Okay. The impact you can make. Some of you have heard me share this and know these statistics already, but I think they're worth repeating over and over again, like on a daily basis. If you can look these statistics up, I have the source right here. But research has shown that you can reduce your risk of dying from cancer or cardiovascular disease by 65 to 66% just by living a healthy lifestyle. This is according to the CDC. The CDC defines a healthy lifestyle by being at a healthy weight, eating more plant-based, and exercise, regular exercise. They also added not smoking as a part of that as well. I just actually looked at this recently, and they changed a few things, which is very weird. I don't know how you can do that, but the link is still there. So when you think about people in this world, in our culture, who are encouraging others to be at a healthy weight, eat more plant-based foods, and exercise, who would you think of that are the influencers of that? It's not necessarily the medical community. In fact, if you've ever worked in the medical community, you know that it's not very common for our healthcare professionals to actually live this kind of lifestyle. I know when I was actively working that the break rooms, and I know this from friends who still work in the hospital, are usually loaded with crap. I had a doctor that I worked with who used to debate me all the time. It was his favorite thing to do because he was an atheist and he saw I had a Bible verse tattoo. He also told me that a carbohydrate from a Snickers bar is the exact same for our health as a carbohydrate from an apple. And as you can imagine, we had quite a few hilarious conversations because I kind of like to debate as well. And so it's very interesting to look at who is influencing the health of our culture, of our country, of our world, and what is your role in that? Because as coaches, this is exactly what we do. We help people be at a healthy weight. We help people learn how to eat more whole foods, more plant-based foods, and we help people exercise. Think of the power that you could have. It doesn't matter if you don't have any background in this. All the tools that we need to help someone in these areas, they're all at your fingertips. They're at the fingertips of every single new coach who starts with us. Every single one. It does not matter what you have known prior, or if you have no desire to ever work professionally as a nutritionist or a personal trainer or in the medical field. It doesn't matter because you're the advocate between the patient or the client of where they are now and where they want to be, and you're just giving them the tools along the way. Look at how much you could impact in our culture. We're talking this month about cardiovascular disease in our groups, and it's one of the leading causes of death, cardiovascular disease. We could have an effect in that positive change. This is not even including the mindset and stress management, right? The power at your fingertips is so powerful, and there's never been a more time where it's needed. How can we help? Let's go over really quick. And I know I've already highlighted these in the beginning, but just so you see, feel free, I'll send you guys these slides so that you can have them, but feel free to take a snapshot if you want. These are what we've coined. We actually coined these last year, the 5 elements to a healthy transformation. And when you're talking to people and they're trying to decide on if they should be a client of yours or if they should try something else, maybe send them this and say, hey, I've learned that every single person needs these 5 elements in order for a healthy transformation to be successful, especially long-term. If you just take one, you might get some results, but usually it's not sustainable, and it usually will not be a complete transformation. Maybe they'll lose some weight, but their mindset's going to be off. And so that's what leads to yo-yo dieting. Maybe they'll do a crazy workout, but their nutrition's off. So they're not going to be fueling their body properly. They might feel like crap or not even lose weight at all. They might put weight on. So before I digress, let's go through these really quick. So we have fitness program. You guys know a plethora, thousands of workouts to choose from. And that is now even taken next level with these guys. Now we've got bikes at our fingertips that you can get people to get their hands on. You can sell to people, for lack of a better word, and it's changing people's lives. It's pretty freaking rad. Let's see if you guys can see through this window right here. And the snow, whoa, as I dropped my computer. the snow that's on the ground here in North Idaho, I live in like a shadowed pocket. So it's going to be there for like, I don't know, April, maybe. We'll see. I'm so thankful that I have this bike that I can ride when it's snowy outside. I am so thankful. I am so thankful. Like there's so many moms on our team with little ones and they can't go to the gym and maybe they're not super motivated by just pressing play on a screen on their laptop or on their phone. But man, they love spin workouts and they love doing the live spin workouts where they get to be on the podcast. Beachbody On Demand Interactive is a whole nother level of what we can offer our clients now. How rad is that? Those are the options you have. You help them pick one of those fitness programs. Okay, then we have nutrition programs. If you have not committed to a nutrition program as a new coach, I would highly recommend it. It's not only for your own health, but your business. When you experience the courses, like the videos, and you learn about the resources and you print out the worksheets and you do the workbooks, maybe make that your focus for one of these months coming up and invite people to learn with you. Even if you've never been that person before to like nutrition plans, maybe you will. You won't know until you experience it for yourself. And there's so many incredible recipes that come along with it. Then you basically, as a new coach, you create your own clinical trial with yourself. I'm going to see how this works for me. I'm going to see how Portion Fix works for me. And then you say, wow, I actually liked it more than I thought. It was less restrictive than I thought, or I was not eating enough. That's what I hear most of the time from women. How do I eat all of this food on my meal plan? Do I have to? And then we get into the conversation about metabolism. Your metabolism's like a fire. If you're feeding it only tiny sticks, what's going to happen to that fire? It's going to die out. That's what happens with chronic low calorie diets. Our goal is to eat more and burn more efficiently so that we're vibrantly healthy. That's always the goal. Always, always, always the goal as our nutrition programs. Both of them. So To Be Mindset, for those of you who didn't know, was created. Alana Molstein is a professor at UCLA, and she actually created a clinical trial at UCLA for weight loss. And it was so successful, she decided to partner with Beachbody, because Beachbody is a company that educates and empowers coaches to go out into the world. And we now take her program and give it to more people. You can become a certified coach in both of our nutrition programs, in To Be Mindset or Portion Fix, which is pretty awesome. There's a certification process and a test that you take. Okay, next, moving on to supplements. I talked about Shakeology a little bit, but we have some other really top-notch supplements. Our performance line with Energize and Recover, our collagen, our beach bars, our Hydrate, Power Greens, and our cleanses are really phenomenal. And all of them, you will never find an artificial ingredient. Secret note for you guys, it's not really secret. I have been in close communication with our vice president of nutritional department at Beachbody, and I get to have an awesome working relationship with her. We had a Zoom call last week going over all of our products and kind of what's going on and where we're going and the needs of the needs of the people right now, of our clients, and how we can shift and how we can take things next level, what different products we can bring to help feed what is needed right now. And I can tell you, it is a really, really, really good time to be a part of our company and where we're going. It's very exciting. And for me to say that is a big deal, because I was giving some honest feedback on some areas where I feel like we've kind of dropped the ball in the middle of this pandemic. And so I'm very, very excited, and it's definitely a good time to be a part of Beachbody. I'll tell you that. Next, we talk about mindset, and then support. You decide how you want to be supported, and then you ask your clients how they want to be supported. Now, these 5 elements to the transformation, as a new coach, as any coach, you pick these 5 for yourself, and then you help your clients set up their 5 elements of a healthy transformation. I want to show you this, and I'm going to post it with the recording. Where did it go? Here it is. Sarah, I think you made this. This is an amazing graphic that you can send to your clients and say, you either help them put down their goal, why it matters, and help them decide what their choices are for these 5 areas, or you help them do it, or you tell them, hey, fill this out and send it back to me. Again, I will share this. It's in our page, but I will repost it again. And this is an amazing tool to help people identify the comprehensive approach that we have and why it is so unique. Does that make sense? Let me go back here really quick. Okay, moving on. This, you guys, though, like, we're going to break down how this compares in our world right now, but this is really the essence of our business. This is how we serve people. This is what makes us different. It's these 5 things. Go look at other companies. When you go to the gym, what do you get? And how much is it? When you go to a nutritionist, what do you get? And how much is it? I know that there's other companies that are trying to mimic what we do with workouts, but there is nothing that compares with our workouts. I will tell you that right now. Even with Peloton, like, great fitness, what do you get? Like, where are your other things coming from? You have to hire out. It is very, very rare to get all of this. And remember, especially in February, they're getting all of this for $139 one time. The only thing that they're going to pay for the following months is products that they want to continue because it makes them feel so good. That's really amazing. And if you can get confident, rock solid in that, go do a live video. Share your excitement. Let people feel it in all of your conversations and all of your follow-ups. Tell them, hey, I just got off this training call and learned that I actually have access to way more to help you with than I realized. Can I tell you more about it? Do a video, upload it to YouTube about how you're so excited about this total solution approach or 5 elements of transformation, and then send that link to everyone you're following up with and say, this is what I'm doing in February. This is how you can work with me. I have a $20 off promo code because I really want to get my clients started. I want you to try this 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you get your money back. And I want your transformation to be the next one that's featured. I bet you that many people will respond to that. Okay, so let's really quick. First of all, any questions on that? I don't want to keep going if anyone has any questions. Is this helpful? We haven't even gotten into any comparatives yet, but I need to take a drink. It's getting sweaty. I get very excited about all this. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about some comparisons with nutrition out there and what other people are actually paying for right now. We talked about, we have 2 lifetime, you get lifetime access to 2 premium nutrition programs created by nutritionists? Yes, nutritionists and dietitians, the combination of that word, nutritionists. Now, this is not to take away from the professionals by any means. Obviously, it's different to be sitting in an office with someone. However, I have met different dietitians in my lifetime of my own health issues and being a nurse who made nutritional recommendations that I personally would not agree with, that recommended fake foods and sugar-free things that are full of artificial stuff. That is not in alignment with someone becoming vibrantly healthy, and never will be. There are many weight loss plans, Weight Watchers, and many things out there that people do and pay a lot of money for that are full of fake ingredients and fake foods, and they're all about vanity and just trying to get the number on the scale to go down. That is not what we are about. We are making decisions, we are making recommendations that will always be in alignment with someone becoming the best, healthiest, most vibrantly healthy version of themselves. And as a byproduct, the weight falls off. Because our bodies, when we take care of them at a foundational level, the weight falls off. The extra weight, that if it is an unhealthy amount, it will fall off. The inflammation goes down. That's what happens in our cleanses. The inflammation goes down. People lose their belly bloat. Belly fat is not always fat. A lot of times it is a toxic colon. And so you as a coach have access to these things that are helping people in so many more ways than just weight loss, that maybe they came to you for weight loss, but they're getting so much more. Our nutrition programs are in alignment with that. And I really do love that. And there are different approaches because not everyone's the same, right? Some people respond really well to a vegan diet with no animal protein. Their body just doesn't respond well. And we have vegan meal plans in both of our nutrition programs. That's amazing with vegan recipes. If you use the filter button on our recipe platform, you'll see that you can use so many filters, from vegan or dairy-free or gluten-free or grain-free. I think paleo is even on there, if I'm not mistaken. And you can let your clients know, not that you need to make that recommendation for them, but you can tell them, hey, I just want to let you know if you have any food sensitivities, you can play around with this filter button and our recipes will pop up that fit your dietary needs. You're not making any professional recommendations. You're just saying, hey, I just want to let you know that this is an option. So look here. The alternatives price-wise, when someone goes to see a nutritionist, it's about $60 to $90 for a 1-hour session. Alana Molstein, who's the creator of To Be Mindset, I don't remember where I heard this, but she charges $300 for a 30-minute session, and she's booked out for, last time I heard, it was like 2 or 3 years. She's the creator of our nutrition program. You literally can have office hours with Alana if you're a part of the To Be Mindset on Body. So much education is out there for people who are wanting to know it. If they're not in a place where they want to know, then they don't need to. But as far as resources that you have at your fingertips, it's pretty valuable. Okay, we know fad diets never work, right? What does that lead to? Feelings of brokenness, feelings of defeat, negative headspace. We are not fans of that. Paid meal plans. People are going out there and paying $60 to $80 per week for a paid meal plan. We have those in Body. That's a huge reason why I recommend that people keep their Body subscription, even if they're not using the live workouts. Say they're doing job 1 and they're sticking to it and they're loving it. That's fine. Use the nutrition, use the meal plans on Body. Beachbody On Demand Interactive, if you didn't know. It's $19.95 a month, and they get the meal plans, and they get all the past meal plans, and they're hyperlinks to different, they're working on improving them, I will say, but still, that's a huge value. If someone's like, I don't want to think about what I'm eating, just tell me what to eat, that is a perfect recommendation for them. Okay. You guys know probably at this point, and I've talked a lot about what they get with their meal plans. If you don't, you can go over this slide later. What time is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, supplementation. I've talked about the comparison to other products if you were to buy them all separately. If you haven't memorized this, memorize the 5 blends in Shakeology. And I have many trainings on this on YouTube. I have graphics on it. Know what the 5 blends in Shakeology are and talk about them. Talk about them with your clients. I promise you, the most #1 misconception that people have with Shakeology and why people behind the scenes in their brain are not investing in it is because they think it's an overpriced protein powder. We can't get frustrated with that if we don't ever educate people publicly about what it actually is. That's on us, not on them, because the bag, in all fairness, looks like a protein powder. And I hope that one day they'll finally get around to rebranding it, but that is neither here nor there. At this point, our opportunity is to educate people, learn about the ingredients. Maybe once a week you want to look up an ingredient and you want to teach about it. Maybe you want to look up, maybe you share one of the blends every week or every Monday. You can be as creative as you want, but education will always be your friend in helping establish value of why you really do believe that this will be in alignment with people being the healthiest version of themselves, and why it's different than just a protein powder. Okay, again, I will share the slides with you if you want to look at them more closer. Let's look at fitness. Again, this is not to take away the value of a gym membership or a personal trainer, because they are amazing and it's a totally different experience. However, I know so many people who have a gym membership and they do not use it. They don't. Whether life gets so busy, or they have children, or they say they're going to go and they just don't, or they get there and they're like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So they just go walk on the treadmill for a little bit and then they don't get results and then they get frustrated and they go eat a bag of Doritos. right? That happens all the time. And so this is what we can bring to the table. We work out together at 5:30 in the morning Pacific time, Monday through Friday. And at 7 a.m. on Saturdays, we have workouts on Zoom. It might be the silliest thing to log into a Zoom room and have everyone mute themselves and do their own workout. But for some reason, it works. It works for me. And I know it works for a lot of people who do it. And if that time doesn't work for you as a business owner, you can pick a different time. Let's say you want to vary your time, or every day at noon, or every day at 8 a.m., or earlier or later in the evenings. But creating that accountability is one of our privileges that we get to have. Maybe it's not on Zoom. Maybe it's a text thread that you want to do to text your friends and say, hey, text me when your workout's done. But the accessibility, the ease of accessibility really is a huge asset that we have. And when you compare it to what people pay, it's $159 a month for Orange Theory. It's usually $150 a month for CrossFit. And those are not, you can't go whenever you want. You have to go during open hours. And again, please know, I think all of these things are amazing. Whatever gets people moving is amazing. But the value of what we have to offer is just incredible, especially compared to what people are paying. Even the lowest price gym membership I've ever seen at $58 a month is still about $700 a year. Beachbody On Demand is $99 a year. That's amazing, right? And it's $10 next month, $10 for the whole year if they buy a bag of Shakeology. Like, I hope that you're getting on a video after this with your mind blown, like, everybody needs to do this. I want 50 people to do this with me because I want to save you money and get you results, right? I know I'm a little nerdy, but I know you like it. Okay. Mindset growth. How many of you would agree with me that mindset is one of the most powerful ways that we can serve people right now? How many of you would agree that when you are consistently exercising your body and growing your muscles, a lot of times your mindset improves too, right? We cannot isolate parts of our health. They are all body, mind, and soul. They are linked together. And that's what I love about what we do, is that we really encourage people to nourish all of themselves, not just a piece of it. This isn't just about getting swole problems in the gym. This is also about nourishing your body and making sure your walk with God is on point, and making sure that you have community, and making sure as a holistic being that you are well. And we want to help support you to be well. And I really love that about what we do. I truly believe that there is nothing else that out there that's quite like this. There may be some that come close, but man, what an awesome opportunity and privilege it is to be a part of something like this, that we found it. And now it's our job, it's our privilege, it's our duty to share that with people. To whom much is given, much is required. And to me, it's such a cool thing that this gets to be our business, like serving people and helping them transform from the inside out. It gets to be our business. I think that's pretty rad. And the community, you guys, there's so many fun parts of our community, and COVID has tried to shut that down, but we're going to St. Louis, Missouri in July. I think it's July. I should know that. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, that's when Beachbody's Coach Summit is. It's the first in-person one in a couple years. And I went, my first one was in Nashville, and I went with oh gosh, how old was Logan? He was 6 months, I think, 7 months. I was working full-time in prison still. My husband was working full-time in prison, and I wasn't going to go. And then my coach said, hey, you should go. I have a free ticket. This will be a game changer. And at that point, I wasn't really sold on coaching, if I'm being honest. I'm like, no, y'all are a bunch of nutcases. I'm not taking my newborn to Nashville. And she's like, yeah, you are. You are. And I'm like, and I took my education days and we went. And I've at every summit had a newborn baby of some kind. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for going to that first one. There's something that happens. Honestly, if my husband didn't go, that was a huge game changer for us, because he saw that this was an actual legitimate thing, not just like, oh, okay, you go drink your shakes and work out and take selfies and you'd make your $20. And he had no idea that this job is what would provide the financial and location freedom for us to move our family on the drop of a hat and say, okay, we can go because we have this income. So if you haven't decided if you're going to go yet, I highly recommend it. It's going to be so fun to meet in person, a lot of you, but also the experience is really incredible. Okay, I promise I'm wrapping up. I know it's 1 o'clock, so if you have to go, that's totally fine. But really quick, so in case, especially for those of you who are new, it's important to me that you know that we all do come from different stories, experiences, backgrounds, but that our mission and our vision is united. And that is to empower families to live healthy, fulfilling, abundant lives, body, mind, and soul. And then to teach those families to help more families to grow thriving home businesses based on these principles of transformation to support financial abundance, time, and location freedom. And I know that's kind of a mouthful, but it really does encompass, this is based on people's transformations. This isn't based on selling wine or mascara, not that those things are bad, but what we get to do as a business is a big deal. We get to be a part of the solution that our world needs right now. So that's our vision, our mission. How we're doing that is through teaching our signature 5 elements of transformation, educational webinars, team events, and investing in our community. These are just a recap of our events that we have, which I kind of went through some of those. And then these are a few highlights of the difference in our company. They've been around for 20 plus years. Most people know them by P90X and Hip Hop Abs and 21 Day Fix. They are a $1.3 billion company. This is the last time I checked. You don't get that way by having things that don't work. We are publicly traded now on the New York Stock Exchange, top quality standards. We have a CEO that constantly innovates and is open to listening, which has to do with the calls that I've been having with our nutritional department. We have products backed by science. One of the improvements I recommended is to have those studies, all of our products like Shakeology, Energize, the Ultimate Reset, Hydrate, I want to say, and Recover, and Collagen, all have at least 2, if not more, double-blind placebo clinical trials behind them, proving their efficacy. They're not easy to find, which is weird, but if you Google Beachbody Science, their science page will pop up and you will see a lot of things that are really amazing and helpful to find, or helpful to share. And then it's your one-stop shop for foundational health, which that's what this whole thing is about. So now that I've talked for 8 hours, does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have anything that was helpful? And then I will let you go.
Jessica, I just want to say thank you. I popped in with my lovely, sweet friend, Krista, and I've done Beachbody in the past. And with COVID, I gained some extra weight. And even being, a yoga instructor, I just knew that I needed something. And it's been amazing. And I actually helped 5 years ago when it worked for me, another coach, and I was the yoga portion when yoga just kind of came out. I did that and it was a lot of fun. But I didn't have this, and I am just so grateful. I mean, just to even pop onto this call, I teach 4 weeks at a time, and then I take 2 weeks off. So this 2 weeks, I'm going to try and catch up and really glean everything that you're saying. But I'm really loving this community, and that I'm not just that I could call on one of you to instead of just Krista, because she's going through a lot right now too. So just to know that these are recorded, and you'll be here. We have options to be here on Mondays, and maybe choose a different time, because 5 a.m, I am a night owl. If you see my things, I am working out at 10, 11 o'clock at night, going for it. So yeah, I'm getting hyped, but again, and I'm excited about next week, because I feel like I'm an imposter when I get on there and I post. So I'm trying to work that out in my mind. And most of all, I love that the freedom to say Jesus, is huge for me, because that wasn't a part, even though there were believers in that other group, this in itself, and to give that encouragement in this group, and as well as Krista's God group too. It's really precious. So thank you. I mean, I'm just like, I'm full. You fed me. I was like,
yay. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you for sharing. And I'm so happy that you're here. And I know Krista shares that same sentiment about early mornings. So and there's a few people who are like, I just, like Liz, my coach, thinks that I'm insane. She's like, I will never wake up that early. You do that by choice, and that is ridiculous. You don't have to. So yes, I love it. Thank you so much, Tammy. Anyone else have any questions? Was this helpful? Hopefully. Okay, good.
This was everything, just so you know. So I'm trying to figure out my phone, but as you know, with what I'm going through, it has a lot to do with heart health, and a lot to do with the fake nutrition information that is given for decades, for diabetes, the low sugar, the low fat, all of it. Everything you said, Jess, I was like, this is why we need to share. And even in this really hardship, I don't know what the outcome of this is going to be, but it has a new passion, because wrong information is really, really harmful. So thank you for, again, reigniting. I knew, I was like, the only thing I need today is to be on this call, because it's the only normal thing happening right now. So thank you.
You're so welcome. And we're continuing yes, we're continuing to pray for you and your mama. And yeah, I'm so glad you're here. Awesome, guys. Anything else? I'm gonna let you go. Cool. Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Don't forget, next week, if you guys missed the announcement, we have a guest speaker. Next week, we're going to be starting sharp at 12. She is a 9-star diamond coach who almost quit her business because she was struggling with imposter syndrome and fear of rejection and fear of inadequacies. And she's just absolutely killing it. So I'm really excited to hear more about her story. And I hope you guys can make it too. Have a great evening, guys. Evening? Don't know why that came out of my mouth. On the East Coast, have a good evening. Okay, bye.
Bye.